So welcome to John's Maths book. In this video, we're going to be looking at indices and SURDS, or irrational numbers, and looking at how they interrelate to each other. And as you'll notice, in this video, I'm trialing a new light board. If you like the new light board, let me know in the comments. If you prefer I go back to the old green board, then also let me know in the comments. But anyway, let's get started. So indices and SURDS are irrational numbers. So best way of looking at it is to look at some examples. So I've got 5 examples on the board. So let's start with the first, 2 to the power of a half. So we have 2 to the power of a fractional exponent. So we have the numerator of the fractional exponent is 1 and the denominator is 2. Now the denominator is always tells you what root to take, and the numerator always tells you what power the number should be set at. So 2 to the power of a half is the same as saying the second root to the first power. So that is the same as saying the square root of 2. So let's apply that now to our second example of 2 to the power of 4/5. So we have in the denominator, we have 5, so we know that's the 5th root, and in the numerator we have 4, so it's the power of 4. So it's the 5th root of 2 to the power of 4. We can simplify that a little further, and we can say the 5th root of 2 to the power of 4 is 16, so we can say the 5th root of 16. So our next example is 2 to the power of -1/3. Now this is a little different because we have a negative exponent here. So what do we do with negative exponents? Well, that's all negative exponents mean is 1 divided by. So 1 divided by, and then we can apply the same rules as we did in the first example. So we have 2 to the power of 1 divided by 3. So we have the third root of 2 to the power of 1, which is the same as 1 divided by cubed root of 2. So in our fourth example, we have 3x to the power of a half, and all that to the power of 4. So we can split this up and say that is the same as 3 to the power of 4 multiplied by x to the power of a half, and all that, so x to the power of a half, and then to the power of 4 again. So we can say 3 to the power of 4 is, if we multiply that out, we get 81. And we have x to the power of a half. That's multiplied by x to the power of a half, which is a half. So the power of it is a half multiplied by 4, which is x divided by 4 over 2. Now 4 over 2 is 2, so that leaves 81x squared. And our final example in this section is x to the 2/5 divided by x to the power of a half multiplied by x to the power of a quarter. Now this is a little bit more tricky, but let's work our way through it. We apply the same rules as we did before. So we have x to the power of 2/5 divided by, now what does x to the power of half multiplied by x to the power of a quarter mean? So when we have this situation where we have a multiplication sign, we can add the fractional exponents. So we get x is 1/2 plus 1/4. So that is equal to x to the power of 2/5 divided by, so half plus a quarter is 3/4. So we get x power of 3/4. Now we have x to the 2/5 divided by x to the 3/4. Now when we have a division, we can subtract the indices or the exponents. So we can write this as x to the power of 2/5, x to the power of 2/5 minus 3/4. Now when we subtract 3/4 from 2/5, we get minus 7/20. So I won't go through the fractional calculations, but you can do that. So that is equal to x to the power of minus 7 divided by 20. So how can we rewrite x to the power of 7/20 as a surd? So we know from our previous example that the negative exponent means it's 1 divided by. So it becomes 1 divided by, and then we look at our fractional part and we have in the denominator 20, so it's the 20th root, and that's of x, and x is raised to the power of 7. So that's our answer, 1 divided by the 20th root of x to the power of 7. And that's it for this video. Hope you liked it, and hope you liked the new whiteboard. Sorry, the new light board. If you did, then please let me know in the comments, and I'll continue to use it if it improves the videos. If you didn't, then also let me know, and I'll go back to the green board. But for now, thanks very much for watching.